What's up, everybody? All right, we're back for round three here. We've got blue-white As Foretold control. So it looks like we didn't win the die roll this time. Oof, this hand is 6 lands. I don't think that's gonna get us there. I'll keep this hand, but in general, wow. 6 lands, Blessed Alliance, unless it's literally burn. Yeah, all right. We're not getting particularly lucky with our little matchups today, that's for sure. Negate's not a bad draw if it's straight Tron. However, I feel like Eldrazi-Tron has been... Alright, well, looks like they've got the turn 3 Tron. We have a Tech Edge. I'll go ahead and play the island, though. And here we can negate whatever they're playing. 5 mana Reality Smasher? Okay, so it's the Eldrazi-Tron version. That's better for us, to be honest. Yeah, we'll discard a Plains. The question is, do we want to take them off Tron right now? And how much is that really going to do? Would we rather keep up Negate or something like that? I think our lands are pretty important to us right now, so I'm not... Could be totally wrong. I should be cutting them off of maybe the land they fetched up, which was Urza's Tower. Because what, that puts them down to 4 mana? Actually, you know what? I'll do it. I'll take off Negate mana for 1 turn. And we'll see what our opponent does here. So our opponent has a pretty fast start here, unfortunately for us. Alright, well. I mean, we tried, right? Reality Smasher's not... I mean, Matter Shaper's not the worst. I'll hold on to these D-Spheres. I feel like we have better targets. And we're not under too much pressure right now. So keeping up a negate for a potential Karn here could be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not too bad. Because if they play more Matter Reshapers here, then we're in a pretty good spot, I feel like. Of course, it would be nice to be making land drops right now. Like land, what is it? We'd be on land 5. We were pretty close to Elspeth, but I think trying to slow them down is correct. Even though Elspeth is such a really good card, we don't want to just get steamrolled early, because what does it matter about our late game if we don't have, anything to do? Okay, Spell Snare is pretty bad here. Like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. I'm not too worried about Matter Reshaper swinging in for 3. Jeez. Oh, looks like they accidentally tapped around their attack step here, so... Whoops. It's only 3 damage. Could have been worse. But here, at least hitting land drops is good. Getting smacked for 3, not the end of the world. And keeping up negate for potential Karns or Oblivion Stones or things like that. I'm okay with that. And if we hit another land next turn, then we might be able to just go D-Sphere Matter Shaper. And feel pretty fine with that, because then we can keep up negate or Spell Snare. Looks like our opponents, they're just thinking right now, I guess. Okay, alright. There we go. They could be having some connection issues too. That usually happens sometimes. I click just click 111 stuff like that, and just sometimes you skip through some of your turns, but that's looks like they apologize, so that's awfully nice of them. No, thank you, sir. Thank you, ex-Josho, for not attacking me for 3. Alright. Take 3 here. What is our opponent? Eldrazi, so unlikely that we'll be able to counter this. Yep. So if my opponent was playing for the long game, they might probably try to take the Elspeth here, just because Elspeth is so powerful. If they're like, okay, I can kill him before turn 6, then yeah, all right. So I'm gonna go shields down here for a sec, or I could go snap path, right? I think I'll just go D-sphere here though. Then we get to draw a card. Another snap. Not bad. It'll make our path to exile in our graveyard pretty good. So it looks like keeping our opponent off of Tron mana wasn't the best because they just ended up naturally drawing a bunch of lands. We're going to do our best here, though, to fight through this. Of course, I mean, it's possible that they've been playing around Mana Leak this whole time. They're going to drop a Karn on us. But I think we're playing just fine. And even if they do Karn, you know, we can at least de-sphere it too. Yep, take 3. Matter Shaper is not the scariest card in the deck. It's annoying for sure, and it provides a clock, but it's not the most annoying card to have to deal with. Yep. So our opponent is not paying attention, which could be good for us. Interesting that they sacked it post-combat. I would definitely sacked it pre-combat to try to hit a smasher. Wow, no plays is pretty good for us here. So we didn't really get punished for Detention Sphere. Ancestral Vision. Huh. Yeah, let's suspend it. I think this game's going to go long. And if they don't play anything next turn here, I'm very happy going Snap Path on the Matter Shaper. Sometimes you get into this odd position of like, do I save the Ancestral for potentially drawing the As Foretold? But I've come to the conclusion that if it's a good time to suspend Ancestral Vision, regardless of As Foretold, then you should do it. Because maybe drawing it off the top, like unless you're seriously like dry on cards and you need them ASAP. Yeah, okay. So here's the Smasher. Here we have an opportunity to maybe, we're going to path the Reality Smasher. The question is, do we block the Matter Shaper? And I think so. I think we'll say block here. And then we'll path to exile Smasher. We do want to discard. Spell Snare is one of the worst cards in this matchup. So I'm happy to get rid of it. Let's see what our opponent gets here. Cavern of Souls. Oof. That's pretty good. I mean, we don't have any cryptics or anything, but it's a good card. And now we don't have any instant speed removal, which is rough. But our opponent doesn't have anything. Wow, Restore Balance. Now that I think is a card worth keeping, because 6 turns is a long time. But if we draw an As Foretold, off of Ancestral Vision, like, we're set, I would say. Looks like our opponent, did they play a land? Man, they have a lot of mana over there. They must have some pretty bad cards in hand, though. Possibly a couple dismembers is my guess. I don't think they have very many cards that they wouldn't at least play out. Alright, that's another land. Unless I'm the one lagging here. Jeez, another Eldrazi? Jeez. Okay. So that is something I think I will Detention Sphere. Just because it gets around the discarding. We'll negate that. Right, it gives them back. Thought Knot's here. Yeah, we'll negate that. I mean, now they can activate Seagate Wreckage, of course. Essentially drawing 2 lands a turn. Well, we gotta try to stem the bleeding here, though. We'll play a land. Yep. Ugh. Man, that Seagate Wreckage. It would be nice to have like a Ghost Quarter here or something, but... Alright, they play another Temple. Are we dead? Aw, don't be a Reality Smasher. Come on. Come on. That would just be insulting. It's a Reality Smasher. Alright. So we basically can't crack this fetch unless we block with Snapcaster Mage? Question is cracking this fetch like worth it? Like getting a 5th land? Is that necessary for what we want to do? I think, right, because if we crack, we go to 5. I mean, I don't know. We're in a pretty rough spot here as it is. Reality Smasher is definitely a difficult card to deal with. I guess it makes Gideon a live draw. Considering they don't have any removal in hand, it's kind of throwing away a Snapcaster Mage. But because Snapcaster Mage in hand is not doing it much for us. And as it is, and As Foretold would by itself, you know. Of course, this does make us dead to Dismember. We'll go ahead and block. Go down to 1. But the more outs we present ourselves, I think the better. Seven. Don't be Karn. No. Ugh. Yeah. And so even a basic land off the top for Colonnade, you know, doesn't do much for us. Let's see. Our Ancestral still needs 2 turns. And now even As Foretold is a pretty horrible draw. So now, oh my gosh, that Karn. Oh my god. Oh, that feels pretty bad. Okay, guys. Next game. So let's basically do the same thing we did last game. Click, Halo, not Rest in Peace, Stony, which is a little better on the play. Blessed Alliance. I think we can cut one Gideon, one As Foretold. Cut the spell snares for sure. Let's bring this back in here. We did see Karn in that build, and I think most builds have it too. So the question is, what do we cut? It's very difficult to say. We could still just cut a negate. I mean, we saw All Is Dust. We saw maybe Mana Leak is the real offender here. I mean, they have Cavern too. Maybe just cut one Mana Leak, run it like that, have some more like answers to the board. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's a good way to cut it up. Eldrazi-Tron is definitely a difficult matchup. I guess I made it look easy in the previous games because Elspeth just takes over games. Maybe we just shouldn't have attacked their Tron lands early, because clearly they didn't have much payoff. But it's hard to know that. So that's definitely like kind of hindsight analysis sort of thing. So, all right. Yes, we would like to play first. Yeah, that's a keep. I'll go ahead and play the Seachrome Coasts and just Serum Visions. See if our opponent wants to keep their hand. They do want to keep. So that's nice. Here we have the turn 3 As Foretold. Which will go a long way, hopefully, as long as they don't have stuff like All Is Dust. Yeah, let's start it out with the Serum Visions. Those are both good cards, actually, in the matchup. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go top. That'll give us something good to do next turn as we play our Colonnade out. Of course, seeing 2 As Foretold is rough, but we have the Teleria West, which will let us restore balance, hopefully, to good effect. Expedition map, not bad. Of course, I mean, I don't think digging for Stony Silence is like worth it, And I do apologize if my keyboard has been making a lot of noise here. I do tend to use a mouse, and I don't have it today, so I do apologize for that. Serum Visions. See what our opponent. Ooh, those are both great. I'll go top. We're more likely to want to just Path to Exile next turn than we are to draw 3. Interesting. All right, so we're going to dodge the turn 2 Tron, or turn 3 Tron, excuse me. And this gives us the opportunity to just go ahead and resolve As Foretold, which will hopefully take over the game, coupled with the Ancestral Vision that we're drawing next turn. Just put us very ahead in cards. The question is, are they getting Eldrazi Temple here? Urza's Tower. So they're going to go for Tron. Unless they already have the Temple in hand, which, alright, they don't. Crucible. Cool. So they're going to tackle our land hate that way, which is definitely cool. Step 1, cast that. Step 2, let's keep up Cryptic Command. And now we're the control deck. We found a turn to squeeze in As Foretold, and now we can very, very easily ride it to victory. However, they do have the soft, quote-unquote, soft lock. Really depends what they want to do here, because there could be an argument to just counter bounce and then counter the Crucible as it comes back. So they played their land already, so I'm not too afraid. So we'll do counter target spell and return target permanent to its owner's hand. So that's the spell. That's the permanent. Oh, it's very, very kind of you to say. Alright. Blessed Alliance, not bad. I think we'll just play out the Ghost Quarter here. We could... No, but we want to keep up Cryptic Command for the Crucible. Because we're playing a long game here. Ghost Quarter plus Crucible will shut us out of the game. Yeah, so now we have to do counter target spell, draw a card. Alright, we drew a land. It's another Ghost Quarter. Tech Edge. Tech Edge is sweet. Alright, we could go Teleria West here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just Teleria West. Let's see, we both have 5 lands, and I have more cards in hand, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and get a Ancestral Vision. I'll cast it, targeting myself. Here, do I want to Tech Edge them? Because we didn't draw any interaction. That's the problem. Oh, actually, I could have gone As Foretold, off my As Foretold, then played Ancestral for 0. So I did miss that. I missed that. I think I do want to keep him off some mana here. And we'll go for... which one did they fetch up? Urza's Tower? So we'll go ahead and try to cut them off of some lands here. We'll discard the Flooded Stream. Alright, Urza's Power Plant. So they would have had Tron next turn. Reality Smasher it is. The question is, do we take the damage here? Or do we just go ahead and go for the path? I think we'll just go for the path. We'll discard the Hollowed Fountain. And now we know our Ghost Quarters are going to be Stone Rains, basically. Because usually they only have 2 wastes in their deck. And drawing like a Snapcaster Mage or a Cryptic Command... Actually, we've used up both of our Cryptics here to fight over that Crucible, which I think is very important. Like I said, we're playing the long game here. Alright, Serum Visions. Let's go ahead and start out with Serum Visions. Alright. We're in business. Do we want another Blessed Alliance is the question. It's pretty nice against Reality Smasher, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they have like a Karn coming up, like I don't know if we can afford that. I think it's worth it though. We'll cast this with As Foretold. We'll draw some more cards. We have a Teleria West, which is awesome. So basically, we're only afraid of their. Do we want to blow up their land here? One of their Urza's Power Plants, maybe. Let's do it on their draw step, though. Just in case. They're going for the Power Plant. It's the one they played out of their hand. Yeah, I'll go for the Power Plant. Alright, sweet. Only 2 wastes in the deck. Sweet. They have nothing. Wow. Okay. All right. We're in business here, right? Now we just have to draw a win condition. Let's go ahead and cast As Foretold. We have a Jace. We'll tick up. Play that. Blow up their Urza's Mine. And they concede. That's awesome. Okay. Whew. That was a scary game. I think our setup is good. I think we sideboarded correctly. As Foretold really showed its strength there in a kind of grindy affair. But yeah, let's run it back. Yeah, I found myself citing out getting into the trials a lot. I'm not sure it synergizes well enough in a build like this to warrant some space, like even against, Anyways, back to business. We have turn 1 Ancestral. We have Snap Path Snap. Or Path Snap Path. Excuse my ordering there. Alright. Alright, looks like they don't have anything here. Alright. Let's take this stop off their draw step. Want to go with Chalice for 1? Chalice for 1 is pretty good here. Or Walking Ballista. And a Chalice for 0. Interesting. Sure, sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just thin. I think I'll save this Path to Exile for something a little more threatening, like a Thought-Knot Seer. Chalice on 1. Alright, now we'll go ahead and Path to Exile it. Just get rid of it. Looks like they care more about the land than the damage. It does resolve. So now this is rough. This is what I hate. So Detention Sphere off the top would be awesome. It would be straight gas. Ugh. Oh boy. There's no plays where we're going to need Snap Path, so I'm just going to try to minimize life loss here. So I find that the games where I get Chaliced out are the ones where I lose most often. Chalice is a really powerful card. Yep, here we're going to get smacked for 5. Alright. Oh, God, that's not a good draw at all. Yeah, our opponent had a pretty good draw here against what we're trying to do. Yep, we're going to get attacked for 5 here. There's no reason to run out Snapcaster Mage to block. Ratchet Bomb. Okay, we can't do much about that. So we have both of our Hollow Fountains here. I'm just going to try to thin the deck a bit. We do have some draws left. This is gonna get countered here. Unfortunately. Yep. Seachrome Coast, not the draw we need. Alright, yep. That's another counter on Ratchet Bomb. We can't even ambush the Reality Smasher right now. And we'd only be saving 3 life. And next turn they'll have enough to Ratchet Bomb here, so I'm gonna say okay. Literally, we're sitting in hand with a bunch of 0 and 1 mana cards. Karn. Is this Karn? Is this just Thought-Knot Seer maybe? Chalice on 2. Alright. You have forced my hand, good sir. There's a lot of cards that can help us get there, honestly. We're just not drawing any of them. Alright, that's it. I think we're dead. We are dead, right? So we go. If they don't, no, we're dead. We're dead any which way you cut it. And this isn't like real life where you can be like, forget the Chalice trigger, you know. Magic Online remembers that for players. So in that case, let's concede. Yeah, that was rough. I thought we could pull that off, but triple Chalice is very strong. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the 4th round. See you soon.